She wakes up in the morning in the same room that she's been in her whole life.
Good morning. Today I am going to tell you about potatoes. Now, this is the first time that I am growing the potatoes, and I do not know whether I'll get good results, bad results, or no results. But this is what I have done, and maybe you can try the same. So this is my potato plant. As you can see, it has grown some 1 feet tall, and this is the result I got in just in 2 weeks. So this is doing good, but the only problem which I think with these would be the pot is not as big as it should be, because as I have seen and I have noticed that the people who are growing potatoes, they grow it in really larger pot where they can keep on adding the soil on top of it. Although I have some scope of adding soil on top of it, the soil does not look more on this pot. So what kind of potatoes basically you should take to sow and how you should begin the process, this is what I am going to tell you now. So basically we will start with what kind of potatoes we need to take. Some of the potatoes have eye on them. Now what do we mean by eye? Some people call it eye, some call it the root. So this potatoes, if you sometimes you keep the potato and they have these kind of root growing on top of them. So from these roots only you can get the plants. These are the real roots from which you can get these kind of plants. Now how do we do this? Now this time I am planning to take very less amount of soil in the pot. If you see, this is just 1/4 of this pot, and once the plants start growing, I'll keep on adding the soil on top of it. So this is basically the thumb rule of growing potatoes, that once the plant starts to grow, you start adding soil on top of it, and you do not give a lot of water to this plant. No need to water it daily. Maybe once or twice a week of watering will help, and that too very little water. That will just moisten up the soil. If you see, this soil looks very dry because I give very less water to it, and this is what potato requires. So let's start the process. I fill this pot with 1/4 of soil. Now I will take my potato. As you can see, there are some 1, 2, 3, 4 roots coming out. Now I will even what you can do is put this potato directly into the soil with the roots going down, or the other thing which can be done is or even the root coming up will also work here in this case. And because the root automatically identifies the soil and they will start growing inside. So because I was very new in this pot, I don't know whether I had planted the root down or up, but in this I'll plant it down. So other thing which you can do, instead of taking the complete potato and sowing it into the soil, I will cut it into 2 halves, and I will place both these halves into the soil. So let's get started. Let's cut it into 2 halves carefully using a knife, or a blade would help. So as you can see, now this part has 3 roots coming and this part has just 1 root coming. So I'll put it down like this, and I'll put it down, and this part I'll put it down like this in the soil. So this is just 1/4 of the soil. I'll just place my potato in the soil, and then I'll cover it with another layer of soil. So as you can see here, this is what I was talking about. Now I'll take some soil and cover it up. Don't worry if you are not able to cover it completely. because potatoes will start growing. Once they find the medium to grow, they will start growing. Just make sure that the roots are covered. And later on, as I told you, we have to keep on adding more soil to this plant. So now as you can see, this pot which was 1/4 fill is now 1/3 fill, and I'm not going to add more soil to it. Once my plant starts to grow into this soil only, then I'll add some some soil to it. So next step is to add a little amount of water, very little. So just to moisten the soil, very little amount of water will do. And I will keep it in shade, and once it starts to grow, then I will keep it in sunlight. So thanks for watching. Do like, subscribe, try this out. I will also show you the results, and let me know how you like my video. Thank you so much for watching and for your